Pigs were first established in the Marlborough Sounds in New Zealand by Captain Cook in 1773. There are no natural animals in New Zealand that predate on wild pigs. Pigs destroy our native plants and species, so the pig hunter plays a vital role in conservation while at the same time gathering a valuable food source. Join us in this pork cook-up. Bruno crunching on an apple. Paste picking apples. You've got two now, mate. What are you going to do, eh? Pick another one and waste it? The pips in the apples are poison to a dog, but you have to eat a shitload before you die or you get sick. So when I bought this piece of land, I was lucky because I also inherited these apple trees. Some of them have been taken out. And these are organic, there's no sprays going on here. Hopefully my girlfriend doesn't see me using the jersey she knitted me for carrying apples around and I'll get told off. Heating the camp oven. Got our apples in there. This stuff is really good for doing all sorts of stuff. You can mix it with olive oil or just scallop this, and I'm going to put that straight over the apple like that. Kind of ironic, but I'm actually putting apple cider vinegar with my apple. I'll be making this stuff soon, hopefully. And on top of that, I'm putting some olive oil as well. This beautiful bit of back leg off boar. Going to salt it. Lots of salt. Do both sides like that. Other side, plenty of it. Going to smash it on the hock as well. Put that there. Heaps of salt. I've been using this Italian blend of herbs for a while now, and it just about goes on anything, but it's particularly good I've found with wild pork or wild venison. Any wild game, it's just magic. I really love it. It retains its flavour somehow. It's a nice, strong, pungent aroma. Just goes well. So we're going to put the hock in first. We'll do this side with the Italian herbs before we turn it over. Trying to get as much into the pot as we can. I've been cooking in a camp oven since I can remember. And we hopefully can get our pork in there. We may not, because this is a massive piece. I might have to take the bone out. Ideally I'd leave the bone in because I like to cook my meat on the bone. It always tastes sweeter. Let's see how we get on here. Oh, it's going to be a squash nut. We're going to do it. Just going to go in there, right? Beauty. Look at that. Nice. All in the pot. Right, lid on, and then we can leave it sealed. Quite often when I've done this in the past, you would have seen that I seared the meat. This time I haven't. It's more of a looks thing, really. It just looks a bit funny when it comes out of the camp oven and it's not seared. It can kind of look like it's not cooked, but I'm going to be leaving that in for about 6 or 7 hours today. It'll be dinner tonight. It's midday now, and we'll probably have it at 7 o'clock tonight. And it'll be good chomping and chewing. We'll come back to it and be falling apart, and then we'll throw some greens in with it. Coming in there, Pacey, you're going to stay in the house truck today. G'day, mate. G'day. G'day. You excited for a walk, eh? You good boy, eh? You good boy. Stay. 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 Where you go? Leave him alone, Pace. That'll do. I'll be lucky if there's any apples left on the bottom of these trees because the dogs are picking them every time. I don't mind. Still plenty on the top so I'll never reach.
She dropped the turd on mother's roses, chewed father's garden hoses, and stowaway cold dog, the man's best friend.
Good dog. Good boy. Good dog, Pace. Stay in.
They came from the bloody pound, from the bloody pound.
This guy's badly need a hunt.
On sheep shit, he likes the munch, then he'll spew it up.
Especially after a feral cat. Dog's on a feral cat up in here.
He'll lick his bum and clean himself.
Good girl. Leave it.
Let's
say they've got a treat in there somewhere.
Friend.
Saw them chasing it through there, down there somewhere. But they've got a treat up somewhere. B, come. Big Z. Somewhere in there. I saw it go running across the paddock. Well, Poe grabbed that. He might have fatally wounded it and it might have gone up a tree or go somewhere to die, but she definitely grabbed it, but it did get away from her. Bruno naturally loves to hunt wild cat. Dogo are bred for hunting puma and wild boar, so he's always in for a bit of cat, aren't you, mate, eh? Bit slow for that one though, son. He's gone. So that cat has eaten quite a few of the baby ducks we had over there. There's a few left, but nothing like we had. The mother had 12 and now she's got 1. And we also lost some of the scalps as well. Over where B is originally where the cat was hiding, just in there. That's where Poe flushed it out. They can still smell it, but it's gone.
He'll stay loyal if you're rich or poor. Ugly as sin and you fart and snore and that.
It's really important to cut your dog roll up so it either breaks up in pieces when they eat it, not just whole, because dogs have actually choked to death on dog roll. They've had it and they've died. Mostly with frozen dog roll, not so much with this type of dog roll. This is Posse Yum. I also feed my dogs Chunky, it's another good dog roll. But I make sure it's cut up, particularly these bigger dogs that will stuff down quick. So this will break down when Bruno eats it. You good boy, Bruno? I think the rain's coming, mate, but you can have your tucker, eat up. There you go. It just will fall to bits, just like that there, as you can see. He's not likely to get a great big piece and block his windpipe and choke or suffocate. Tail's wagging. It's hard case because Poe wags his tail all the time, so does the sun, but look at B. Sad bastard. Yeah, well, you know what time it is, don't you? Pace is on the loose these days, he didn't go anywhere. In your dreams, ladies, not for you. Too good for you. Oh, you might have got lucky, eh, ducky? Lucky ducky. There you go. Tastes good? No, you don't get any more of this. That's your lot. All right then. Sometimes I think I'm just bloody soft with you, duck. There you go, mate. Ah, take me a finger, why don't you? How about we try that again without taking the finger? Can we do that, possibly? Oh, I got a bit chicken shit there, didn't I? Dropped it. Now the tail's wagging. Now you're happy. That's all you're getting. There you go, Poe. Wrap your laughing gear around that. Don't let Bruno get it. There you go. Pixie. Oh, we'll give you the bigger one, mate. There you go. Yeah, B. Now you're happy. In your box. B in your box. Take it in your box, mate. Good dog. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm getting bloody hungry. That's the van of our guests staying here, Derek and Danny. And I've also got my son to feed and anybody else who turns up today. So the tucker is wild pork, one of my favourites. And you saw how I put it in the pot with herbs and apples. I was going to put red onion, but I've kind of held off. I might do some later on, but let's see how it's doing. It's been in there well now for four and a half hours. There's always something a little bit exciting about taking the lid off. Woohoo! The smell of that. Oh, mate. It smells so good. I didn't even like braise it or like fry it in the pan. I just stuck it straight in there. All those oils and herbs and apples. Oh, it looks like the meat's falling off the bone. But it really needs another 3 hours, and that's what it's going to have. We're going to eat that at 7 tonight. Just leave it and come back to it. That warehouse cooker is what I've been cooking the food on. That there, one of those, it's the second one, for the last 17 years now. Can you imagine what it's going to be like when I have like a really good oven and a really good gas top? I'm going to have electric for the oven in the house, and because I think cooking in electric oven's better than gas for like roasts, like roast duck and roast pork. My whole entire life has been using one of those or out in the bush, or it's been pretty bloody budget. As you will know if you've followed me over the years, I love cooking and I love keeping things simple, but I've got to tell you, I have been saying I'm not that excited about the house being done up because it's just a house and I'm happy wherever I am, but if I'm really honest, I am actually bloody excited about having a really good kitchen, and I'm going to start doing some special, really special cooking videos of ideas and things that I've got going on in my mind for cooking. I'm actually dribbling while I'm talking to you, thinking about it. We'll come back in a few more hours. 7 o'clock we'll come back and we'll see what that's like and we'll serve it up. Ooh, getting hungry thinking about it. The time is 7 o'clock at night and it's time to eat. I've gathered these produce, kale out of the garden, lettuce, cherry tomatoes, and I've got some onion too. Our onions, our red onions, well, they're not the biggest red onions, but hey, they taste alright. We'll take this one here and chop that up for the salad. Right, let's have a look at the meat. Oh, look at that. You know it's going to be good. You know it's going to be good. So I'm guessing that round by the hock, this bit here, that'll be the nicest bit. Let's just try a little bit of muscle. It's got all that nice gooey collagen on it. How good does that look? No, I haven't eaten for well over 24 hours. It's 7 o'clock at night. Let's try it. I haven't even made my salad, and I shouldn't be breaking my fast straight away. I should be making my salad first, but I just can't. Just can't. Oh. Holy fuck. Hot. The aroma of the apple, the Italian spices, the salt. We've just got to simply have more, guys. We can't stop there. This taste is going to go on a little bit more. Oh man, that is so good. This is just like breaking off. This is a wild animal. This is an animal that's running around in the wild, not behind a fence. No amino acids been fed to it. No hormones. No antibiotics. Nothing. Just pure wild beast living off eating roots, grubs, everything it could eat. They're omnivores like us. And that is so tender. Oh man. Let's try a little bit of apple. It's a little bit of stewed apple, which I've done with the meat. I said when I started this, if you're into keto diet, you probably want to drop the apples, but occasionally I live dangerously. Hot. Oh, it's good, just good. So, doing in a camp oven is a little bit like a slow cooker. It's a little bit the same. Different to a roast. A roast would be crunchy on the outside. This is all soft. And one day when I have an oven, I'm going to be doing pork that's crunchy on the outside. But I'm not complaining about this at all. It is so tender. That is so, absolutely so tender. Everybody's going to enjoy this so much. As if there's any left by the time I finish doing my taste test. There was a whole leg there. Just a whole leg. You know, people are going to love this. This is as good as food's ever going to get. I never ever get sick of wild pork. I was raised on it as a child, and it's never grown like I'm sick of it. I have had periods in my life where I ate too much of it. This could be one of those periods I'm going through right now. The apple. Oh my god, and those Italian herbs and spices, the salt, it's just next level good tucker. Good chomping and chewing. And not a lot of chewing going on there, not a lot of chomping, it's so tender. You can see how tender it is, it all just falls to bits. We need to cool it because it's straight out of the pot and into my gob. This is a big taste here, so I am actually going to put some on the plate in a minute. Just falls to bits in your mouth. Give you an idea of just how tender this is. Put the fork into it, just turn it. You can see it's just going to fall to bits like that. The meat's just going to fall off the bone. Look at it, just falling off the bone like that. Just like that. Oh man, really? Look at that, just falling to bits. Just falling to bits, just like that. And this is something you really just can't get in a restaurant. Not really. Oh, paste down here is like, can I get some, boss? Did you think you were going to get some pork paste? Did you? That tail suggests you think you are. Did you think you were getting some pork paste? Not until I finish eating, mate. No. So I've turned the heat off and I'm putting my kale and a bit of actually Chinese cabbage, the sparrows had a fair bit, just in there to let the actual heat of what's left in the pot keep cooking it a bit while I make my salad. Cleaned all the worms inside them. There we go, in the salad bowl. On top of this, an entire red onion. More of my favourite avocado oil. Just be almost out. Oh, hold on. Oh, we're getting low. We'll have to crank open another bottle. Heaps of it. Apple cider vinegar. Splash it on. Bit of a toss with the fingers because I don't mind being a bit of a tosser. Toss that round. Okay, we're going to take this lid off again and see what's going on with our veg. you can see that even though it's turned off, it's actually cooked it, got it nice and soft. So our Chinese cabbage can go in there, and I'm going to strip these guys. This is my kale, I'm going to strip that. You can see the sparrows have eaten quite a lot of our tucker. There's not much of that in the way of that cabbage, bit of a bugger, never mind. In fact, I go to say that I've left this fuck all. Oh, right, the main star of the attraction. I'm going to go for this whole hock here. Look at that. Oh, that's a lot of pork. Oops, we lost some. Oh, we can come back and get that. And she goes, and down here. I'm going to take that as well. Heaps of tucker. And we're going to dig around for some apple in there too. Might be lucky to find some. It's kind of gone to like a big sauce. There we go. Heaps. Not for pace. No, not for pace. The rain's really starting to come down now, and I'll say if you're a vegan or vegetarian, I'll take my hat off to you. Because can you imagine life, guys, with just that salad? While it's a nice salad, not bad. Chewy. Not bad at all. Doesn't quite just butter the parsnip like a big chunk of wild pork. That's a small chunk. Oh. This is a big chunk. Here. That's a big chunk. Fat. Delicious. Thanks for watching. Good luck with your own hunting, gathering, shopping, however you're getting your meat and cooking it up. Try this, you love it. Be good, can't be good, be careful. See you later. Just next level. Just next level, guys.